Welcome back, everyone, to the Empty Wagon Fantasy Football Podcast. We got our Monday Night Football recap, which was an explosion of offense on the Week 11 Monday Night Football matchup. And then we got our Thursday previews, as always, here at the Wednesday episode. And this one's special because it's a Thanksgiving edition, which means we got 3 games to break down. So sit back, hold tight, and let's get into these games. Brad, how you doing?
Man, I wish we had that on video. Gosh, we need to do a video one. You guys understand. Right as the beat dropped right there,
Had the drums.
Pat had he was hitting the cymbals hard.
It was.
All right.
Queen videos.
Yeah. So Monday night. Wow.
Yeah, that was... Up.
Oh, there it is.
It was an explosion of offense.
And defense. Even though the defenses both get 50 points, they both had touchdowns. Both defenses scored a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, there's 3 total defensive touchdowns in this game, 105 points, over 1,000 yards of total offense, and everyone's raving about it. I'm sure by now people that are listening have already got the recap, got the highlights, been hearing what people have been saying, but we're going to reiterate it. Pretty much if you started someone in this game, they did good for you.
Except for...
Sammy Watkins.
Well, and a guy you expected a little more of. He didn't kill you, but...
Oh, we're going to... Okay. Todd Gurley.
Yeah.
Do you believe Sean McVay?
That he had an ankle injury?
Correct.
Yes, I believe that he may have an ankle injury. I also believe that they thought they could win without him, so why not rest him a little bit right before the bye if he is even a little banged up?
Yeah.
Not that they needed to rest him, but...
He had 55 yards on the ground, 3 catches for 39 yards. Yeah, if you're a Gurley owner, you are upset by that performance.
Yep. So the Rams had 16 points, even giving up 50 points in fantasy. They had 16 fantasy points.
Oh, the defense?
The defense, yes.
That's
With
surprising. How?
They had 5 turnovers.
Oh.
Yeah, good old Patty Mahomes finally
Pat
turned the ball
Mahomes
over.
threw 3 picks.
3 picks and 2 fumbles, and 1 pick for a touchdown and 1 fumble for a touchdown.
And he's looking like a rookie.
I mean, he had 6 touchdown passes, too.
He did.
He was still like the number 1 quarterback on the week. So
6 touchdown passes, 478 yards passing, and 28 rush yards. Kareem Hunt had a productive day. 70 rush yards, 3 catches, 41 yards, and a touchdown. So that touchdown's really separating him and Gurley. Because other than that, him and Gurley pretty much had the same numbers. The only difference is Hunt had the touchdown.
It's not that Gurley was terrible. I mean, it was 12 points, but Gurley...
12 points for Gurley is like a goose egg for anyone else.
Exactly, because what is it you said about Gurley? You love having Gurley.
Yeah, I can pen him in for 25 points every week.
Yeah, exactly. So that always sucks. But other than that, like it was an explosion of offense. You had the quarterbacks did amazing. So obviously the wide receivers did amazing. Heck, both teams' tight ends got involved.
Heck, yes, they did, because I had Garrett Everett. I chose right.
But Tyler Higbee didn't screw you. He had 12 points. He had 6 receptions for 60 yards, so...
Yeah, he got targeted 7 times, is what I got written down here. And then Everett only got targeted 4 times, but he caught 3 of them, and 2 of them were for a touchdown, so... Boom. That just happened.
You know what just happened, really, though?
What?
So I went to go take a drink of my water.
I did see that. I didn't watch you, but I kind of saw something was going on.
But I grabbed my cup from last time we were out here.
Oh, no.
And it was a little bit of melted ice and vodka. Yeah.
How'd that taste?
I wasn't ready for that one.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Gets you every time.
Well,
Brandon Cooks, 12 targets. Is he the lead guy in that backfield? Or, sorry, not the wide receiver.
definitely not the backfield.
Well, he was in the backfield on a goal line 3rd down play, so...
I know. He did have 1 rush. He's the number 1 receiver. Yes. I don't think that's really been a question, though.
Well, it's
especially
been him or Robert Woods. Robert Woods had 11 targets as well.
Yeah, but he only caught 4 balls.
He did, but he got the touchdown.
Going back to Garrett Everett.
I underestimated you.
Yeah, well, maybe next time you will estimate me.
That's right, because we all underestimated him.
Exactly. I mean, him and Josh Reynolds both. Well, Gerald Everett had 2, and Josh Reynolds had a touchdown. So, yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of, actually, before we get on, I mean, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Brandon Cooks, Robert Woods, they all had great games. They're all owned. Gurley, Hunt, yeah, the quarterbacks. Let's talk about the guys that might not be owned. So we talked about Higbee and Everett. Josh Reynolds, 8 targets, 6 catches, 80 yards, 1 touchdown. You going after him, or is this just a production of what the game was?
Jared Goff threw the ball 49 times.
Exactly.
So 8 targets is nice, but is that going to be sustainable when Jared Goff drops back down to his normal 25 to 30 passes?
Unless they're facing, I don't know, the Saints or
Well, they already played the Saints. They ain't playing them again.
the Chiefs.
When they play the Niners,
Yeah, that's probably not gonna-
and next week they play nobody.
All right, going to the other side of the ball. Chris Conley, 8 targets, 7 catches, 74 yards, 2 for touchdowns. Interesting.
Again, Patrick Mahomes has played 6 times. No, it's more. I don't know if Sammy Watkins is. I think Sammy Watkins is still hurt, and I think that's why Chris Conley stepped up.
Okay.
Do I really want to go out and own Chris Conley? Because when Kansas City comes back, bye weeks are done. So if I'm relying on Chris Conley down the stretch, he's a deep league stash only for me.
True. What are those tight ends? Because tight ends are so thin.
Travis Kelce? Oh, sorry.
Come on.
Everett or Higbee? Yeah, they're startable. They
right.
always have a tight end on the field.
I'm sticking with Everett.
They
I like
are.
it. I think he gave me the most points I got this year from a tight end.
2 touchdowns.
At least one league, yeah.
2 touchdowns will do that.
Yeah, I love it. It's like a tight end did what a tight end was supposed to do.
Yeah.
All right, gobble, gobble, fans. It's time for our Thursday night game.
Before we get into the Thursday games, let's hit on just a couple of news things. O.J. Howard going to the IR. If your waivers haven't cleared by the time you heard this, add Cameron Brate. Because Jameis is coming in there to target the tight ends.
I got enough of that one.
Okay.
Yeah, O.J. Howard, hurt.
Cameron Brate. Speaking of the tight ends that are bad, like Cameron Brate's going to get...
Whoa.
Like, tight ends are bad, so you need to add a good tight end,
I
probably.
said O.J. Howard was bad.
No. Because Gerald Everett doesn't help you this week. A Cameron Brate can help you this week.
Ryan Tannehill's our starter going forward in Miami. Do you care?
Sort of.
Oh,
I mean,
I don't.
I don't know why I'm starting in Miami other than Kenyon Drake, whose shoulder's still hurt, and he was wearing a non-contact jersey at practice. That's not good for a running back.
No, not at all. But there's not much of Miami to talk about, so we're going to move on to Chicago at Detroit in a classic Thanksgiving matchup, as Detroit and Dallas always play on Thanksgiving. We got a battle of the 7-3 Bears against 4-6 Lions. Kerryon Johnson is hurt.
Doubtful to play.
Playing,
Yeah. It's
or doubtful.
very doubtful. Zach Zenner. Ugh.
What?
You need. It's called Spelunking with Pat. Zach Zenner,
Oh, that's a
the
deep
running
dive.
back. Yeah.
How about Theo Riddick, if he's out there? Which in a lot of leagues,
No.
still is.
Theo Riddick is. I think he's. You could probably almost flex him depending on how deep your league is in PPR all the time, just because of the work he gets in the passing game,
Okay.
especially Golden Tate Gun. So Theo Riddick, yes, if he's out there, go grab Theo Riddick.
Marvin Jones and Bruce Ellington, both questionable coming into this game. I say Bruce Ellington because he had a big game last week.
Yeah, Kenny Galladay's really the only wide receiver there I want to see.
So,
But I'm still so nervous. This Bears defense is really good. Kirk Cousins did a lot of garbage time stuff to him to get his numbers to okay.
so that's
And
how
Stephon Diggs was.
kind of what I was hinting at. Is he going to have a big game, or is he just getting all the attention?
He can get a touchdown.
Okay.
They'll probably chase him points.
You starting Stafford in this matchup? If
No,
he's missing a lot of weapons.
because the only 2 quarterbacks that are by are Jared Goff and Patrick Mahomes.
All right.
There should be better quarterbacks out there than Matthew Stafford.
Oh, that's a good thing to mention too. KC and LA or the Rams are on a bye. So.
They're going to need one after scoring all those points.
Yeah, I know, but that's
Think about it. They probably scored more points this week than Buffalo scored this week and next week combined.
I'm counting at least 9 players on a bye that you would normally
That
start.
are must starts. Yeah. Easily.
Yeah. So, Garrett Everett in there. That's 10.
Oh.
There's your spelunking.
All right, so the Bears side of the ball. Trubisky. We want to start Trubisky?
Yes.
What about Jordan Howard?
No.
Because the Lions have been good against the run. I
I'm
think if
over
they
Jordan
do,
Howard.
if a running back does anything, it will be Tariq Cohen.
I'm tired of the mediocre play. Even though I know he had an okay week.
He's an
last week.
undrafted rookie, man. What do you expect?
I expect Arian Foster in his prime. Tariq Cohen.
So injured is what you're saying.
No, in his prime.
Okay. He was still hurt.
Tariq Cohen.
Tariq Cohen is a run. I think if you want to start one of the running backs, he's a running back. I would start there in this matchup. Allen Robinson. So we know Allen Robinson came back and he lit up the Lions last time they played.
He did.
But Darius Slay wasn't there. Darius Slay was back last week, and Darius Slay looked good last week.
Okay.
Does this temper your expectations of Allen Robinson? Or are you still firing him up?
I'm still firing him up. I don't expect him to have a big day.
Would you rather have him or his teammate, Anthony Miller? Because Slay's going to shadow Allen Robinson.
I know. But it's not like that's a good sentence. It's not like he hasn't gotten the number one defensive back all year.
Yeah, he's been out most of the year. You're right.
Whatever. I think he's had better coverage on him. He still has had decent games, good production.
Okay.
But if you got both, you can hedge your bets, right?
Oh, start both of them on a Thursday night? Probably use like an eighth of your, like, whoa.
No, don't do
Two
that.
of your starting 9 players on Thursday? And that's not even counting if you're a Zeke owner or you own a Saint or a Falcon?
Yeah, don't listen to that. But I do like Anthony Miller, though, on that topic.
I do too. Last week he did save his game with just 1 touchdown, which is the only reason he was good. So I do. I mean, obviously, probably Allen Robinson. You're probably going to start him, but I don't really like him. I think he's a low end wide receiver 2 this week.
Okay, and then Taylor Gabriel kind of falls in that Tariq Cohen. Kind of have to run plays for him.
He got so many targets last week, but
yeah,
I think they were just fake manufactured targets.
Yeah. Taylor gave me skip.
Yep. I must be right.
Yeah, that's right.
The iPad has spoken.
Yeah, that's right. I guess you're right.
Bears defense, all systems go.
Yeah.
Khalil Mack going to just feast.
Yeah. Oh, of course. I mean, they're one of the best defense in the league. You're not gonna sit him for this matchup. I think that's it.
Yeah, unless you want to talk about kickers, but no one wants to talk about kickers.
No, not really. All right, moving on.
Speaking of kickers, let's move on to the Redskins and Alex Smith.
Yeah, the Redskins.
Wow. Man, I can't believe you said that.
What?
I said moving on to kickers, Alex Smith.
Oh.
He's on one leg.
That's so mean. Wow. You're an awful person. Okay, Redskins and Cowboys here. Alex Smith will not be playing because he is unfortunately hurt. You jerk. So that means, firing up. It's actually hook 'em.
No. He's a Colt, which is a gun.
Yeah. He's doing the gun symbol.
Yeah.
But it's Colt McCoy. He went to the Texas Longhorns, though, so it's hook 'em.
Yeah, but firing the Colt. You firing up the Colt this week?
You're shooting a Colt. Are you shooting a horse? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, a Colt is a type of gun.
Well, he's going back to Dallas.
Yeah.
Ooh.
No,
Interesting.
I want nothing to do with Colt McCoy.
You don't want to see some
Redskins. Here, let's talk about the relevant Redskins. Adrian Peterson, you started him?
quarterback named Colt McCoy playing in Dallas. That's a storyline right there.
I don't think Jerry Jones wanted to draft him because of that.
He probably did. What did you say?
Do you want to start Adrian Peterson?
Yeah. I'll start him and Jordan Reed. Chris Thompson is still questionable.
Yeah.
He's been hurt.
Do you really
all year.
like starting Adrian Peterson this week?
No.
Would you rather start Lamar Miller?
Yes. He's had productive weeks, back to back to back. So, yeah. It's time to start believing in Lamar Miller.
Lamar Miller is gonna hose you.
Okay.
What about Deion Lewis or Adrian Peterson in PPR?
Oh, against
Yeah.
PPR?
Yes.
Still like Adrian Peterson over Deion Lewis.
Even in PPR.
Even in PPR.
Okay. Matt Breida against Tampa Bay or Adrian
Matt Breida.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
There you go. There's your answer.
Cool.
Moving on to the Cowboys, though. You're going to start Zeke. Do you want to start Dak? Probably not, because Redskins defense is pretty
defense
good.
is pretty good.
Mari Cooper, I'm sorry if you own him, because he's just a frustrating
He is.
receiver.
I see him getting a lot more targets in this game, though.
Well,
Last time Washington played Dallas, Zeke ran for 34 yards.
was that a product of Zeke?
Well,
Is
they
that
didn't
a
have
product of-
Cooper, but to keep the defense honest, they're going to have to throw the ball a little bit.
Yeah. Well, they don't have Jeff Swaim.
No Jeff Schwaim. You going for any other tight end there?
Garrett Everett.
No, he's on a bye. He will get you 0 points.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
You mean in Dallas?
In
Or
Dallas.
just-
In Dallas. Are you going Blake Jarwin or Rico Gathers?
No, there's got to be some better other options. that
roll
are
the dice
far
tight
better.
the roll the dice tight ends.
No. Even for me, that's no.
That's what I'm saying. Like a roll the dice, a Ricky Seals Jones who got you like hardly.
Speaking of tight ends, we didn't talk about Trey Burton. Start Trey Burton for the Bears. obviously.
Yeah, you have to be signed inside. Yep.
No, I'd rather go dabble with the Colts, Ebron and Doyle, or throw that dice.
Mo Alley.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of dice. There's a lot of dice to be rolled. Maybe go after Cameron Brate, like you said.
Yep.
Maybe Ben Watson over in New Orleans.
So no wide receivers in the Redskins you want to start?
No.
Josh Doxson, Crowder, if he plays.
Please tell me you have better options.
Okay.
There's
Well,
gotta be.
I'm a Tyreek Hill, Brandon Cooks, Sammy Watkins, and Robert Woods owner.
Then you can afford a loss. That's what I'm thinking. Oh man, there was someone on the waiver wire.
What about Dallas's defense?
Yes.
Against a Colt McCoy,
Love
beat
it.
up offensive line. Not really good pass catching offense there. They're at home. It is Thanksgiving. This is for first.
Let's not say they're not good pass catching options. It's Alex Smith who doesn't like to throw to wide receivers. Let's be honest.
He threw to Tyreek Hill last year just fine.
Okay, that's Tyreek Hill.
Okay. But this is for first place in the NFC East. There's going to be a lot on the line here, a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I like Dallas's defense.
Okay.
Because at most, it'll be a close game. At best, it'll be a blowout. In
What about
Dallas's favor.
Redskins defense? Any way you want to start them against Dallas at home and Zeke? They've been good, but they haven't been getting a lot of turnovers this year.
Yeah.
They've been holding teams down, but it's not taking the ball away.
It's a different team than what they saw the first time now that they have Amari Cooper.
I think it is.
So
It is a low over-under. It's a 40.5 over-under. And the reason I want to bring that up is because that will segue perfectly into our next game.
Falcons and Saints.
You want to know what the over-under is for that?
Sure, give it to me.
60.5.
Ooh.
That's 20 more points than the Dallas Redskins.
Do you remember the over-under for Monday Night Football?
I don't. I believe it was like 65, though. They destroyed the over.
Yeah,
Whatever
they
the
did.
over was, it was not 100 points.
Oh, I'm sure it wasn't. That's a
No,
little
I think it was the highest over-under for any regular season NFL game.
It probably was, and they covered it. All right, but back to the Thursday Night Football here. Falcons and Saints. So if this was any ordinary Thursday night, this would be the Thursday night game. You got Atlanta going to New Orleans in a NFC South? Yep, NFC South divisional matchup. We'll talk about the Falcons real quick. You believe in Matty Ice?
No. I think the Saints defense is a lot better than it was before.
Okay. I would agree with that. Tevin Coleman, fire him up. He's had some pretty productive days.
But here's
Games.
one thing I will say, about Matty Ice is I like him over any of the other quarterbacks we've talked about so far, except for maybe Trubisky. So I like him better than Matt Stafford. I like him better than Colt McCoy, or Dak Prescott.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree, but that doesn't really say much because other than Trubisky, they really haven't talked about much.
Okay.
Tevin Coleman, even though he gets vultured with Ito Smith over there on the goal line. Calvin Ridley is still questionable.
Yeah, I don't even know if Calvin Ridley's going to play.
Yeah, I know.
That's going to be a big hit.
Can you hear
Muhammad, what?
Do you hear that?
Hear what?
Rubbing up against?
No.
Okay.
You're rubbing up against me. Yeah, Pat's rubbing up against me. We didn't want any, we had metal buttons on, so we had to take our clothes off.
Yep.
Doing this in the nude. If you guys know what I'm talking about from The Office, you guys get the reference.
All right, and we got Austin Hooper there as well in Atlanta as the tight end. Mohamed Sanu with Calvin Ridley not playing. You like him?
If he plays, because he was beat up last week too.
Okay.
So, I mean, I think he played last week, but he's
I like
still
him
beat
better
up.
than the Cowboys options and the Redskins options.
All of them? Even Amari Cooper?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I'll stick to that. Make that the pie bet.
Is Julio going to get his fourth touchdown in a row?
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, he will. Because they're facing the Saints, who like to score a lot of points. So they're going to need to
Yeah,
throw
they don't
that
care if it's
ball.
fourth down. They're up by 7 touchdowns. Holy guacamole.
Yep, it's great offense. So you're going to start Breeze. Go ahead and start Ingram because if they get up, he's going to be fed. And Alvin Kamara's a must start. Michael Thomas is a must start. Traquan Smith had a huge game last week. Are we riding that
Well, he's
hot hand?
Monday and Tuesday has not practiced because of a foot injury. And foot injuries are pretty much a big deal when it comes to wide receivers. Your feet, they matter a lot. We've seen AJ Green. We've
They use
seen
their feet.
Amari Cooper. We've seen a lot of wide receivers and players in general just miss games because of the problems with the foot. They haven't said exactly what it is. It's just a foot. I hope he plays. If he plays, I like him in this matchup because it's going to be a shootout. But he literally did go from 0 targets to number 1 target getter on a team to I don't know what they're going to do next week.
Well, there's still Michael Thomas there. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it's not Traquan Smith, who's it going to be?
Benjamin Watson.
Okay, that's a tight end, and no. Just no.
Do you like Benjamin Watson better than any tight end we've talked about so far?
Not Trey Burton. Not Jordan Reed.
And not Hoopa?
And not Hooper. Yeah. So he's 4th tight end.
Okay.
Number 4 tight
I actually
end.
like him better than Jordan Reed. I like him better than Austin Hoopa.
You said in our last episode, I think.
The Colt McCoy will target the tight end. Yes.
Boom. And how much better Jordan Reed was doing once Colt McCoy came in.
Yes. But the Cowboys defense, good against tight ends.
We'll see.
They have a really good linebacking core.
Jordan
I don't know if
Reed's
you heard
a
about
boss.
Van Der Esch. You ever heard of Van Der Esch?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's the rookie they got there.
Oh, yeah. I think Yep.
Hey,
Yeah,
he got
it's all
it.
coming back.
He's tracking.
Yep. Just took me a while. So if it's not Traquan Smith, they need other receivers in there. Who are they gonna go to?
Brandon Marshall? Question mark? No, I really hope Traquan Smith plays. If
Let's
Traquan
hope
Smith
you don't
plays,
have to play
if Traquan
Brandon
Smith plays and you have to play him in your flex, he has a very high ceiling, but we all know what his floor is. If anybody started him 2 weeks ago, it was 0.
That was loud.
It was, but whatever. They don't know because they won't hear it when I cut it out.
They'll hear this.
Oh, yeah, they will.
Anything to add to the Falcons and Saints Thursday night football matchup?
Yeah, pretty much start them all. I think you start Matt Ryan. You can start them all.
No, okay. Now we're going to start them all.
Well, I mean, for the main guys, like there's nobody I'm really worried about. Tevin Coleman, I like him over Adrian Peterson.
Really?
Yeah, especially in PPR.
Well, yeah, in PPR, but he still has a good body of work. Still has a good production.
Yeah.
Even for the old man that he is.
He is, but I'm just saying.
All right.
All right.
Anything to add in this episode at all? Are we doing any questions or anything you want to add as far as injuries? Maybe some players you want to pick up out there on the waiver wire? Any last-minute breaking news that you're reading about?
Yeah, something I really do want to add is AJ Green. We have a good chance that he's going to play this week. With that being said, if you're an AJ Green owner, do you take a risk of starting a Traquan Smith over AJ Green and maybe not having to bench another better player if AJ Green is all systems go against the Browns on Sunday? Because Traquan Smith might be your best option on your bench, and he's a Thursday night game. And if you don't use him, he puts up 30, and AJ Green doesn't play, you're going to really be kicking yourself, especially if you're a team on the fringe right now who can't afford a loss.
Sounds like you're speaking from personal experience.
Well, I am a team on the fringe a lot, but this isn't exactly for me, but this can go for anything. This can go for like Allen Robinson. Let's say you have Allen Robinson, you haven't been starting him, and you found other options there, and you're also an AJ Green owner, which is possible, and you've been benching AJ Green. Do you start Allen Robinson, Traquan Smith? Traquan's more of probably a stretch. Allen Robinson probably not as much a stretch, but over at AJ Green. Or do you leave that roster spot open for AJ Green and hopefully find something better on Sunday?
Why can't you just put him in your flex?
Well, I mean, you could do that, but maybe that takes another running back out of your lineup that you have or something.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just trying. Yeah, I get it. I'm just trying to grasp the full situation. We have seen that Cincinnati offense without AJ Green, and it is not good.
Yeah.
That offense needs AJ Green.
It does. And this Browns defense isn't that bad.
But Hugh Jackson knows the ins and outs there, too.
No.
I think you need to take a chance and start AJ Green.
Also, look at...
Hope and pray.
Okay, yeah. I like that. Also, looking ahead kind of to some of these Sunday games, since there is so many Thursday games, it could affect your lineups that you're setting. We talked about possibly starting Dallas's defense, loving the Bears defense. Do you swing and do you go with a Bills defense against the Jaguars over a Cowboys defense?
Yeah, I kind of like the Bills defense this week.
At home against Jacksonville?
Yes.
Okay.
Because Jacksonville's terrible at offense.
They are.
I like both those defenses. Like I said, it's going to be a 6-2-3 game. Spread is 10.
Yeah. Oh, I 100% agree. And then we have...
But I don't hate Dallas or Washington's defense. Well, I don't want to start Washington's defense. I kind of like Dallas' defense, though, but that's because they're going against Colt McCoy.
Exactly. Monday Night Football is going to be the Titans versus the Texans. Marcus Mariota went down with another elbow injury. We are kind of worried that it might be a similar injury to before where he can't feel his fingertips, which is really going to kill Corey Davis. We saw what it did. Even before he went out, Corey Davis wasn't doing great, but you were praying for garbage time.
Right.
Are you even thinking of starting Corey Davis this week, or are you finding another option?
Find another option because Blaine Garrett's there. No.
Okay. No. What about the Titans running backs? Are you all off Titans? All abandoned ship? Are you like the rats when a ship's going down and you're just jumping off?
Did you watch Titanic recently or something?
You know what I'm saying, yeah.
Okay. I don't hate Deion Lewis yet, but he's not a starter. Unless you absolutely have to, unless you're a Hunt and Gurley owner. But,
I mean, this game, like for Monday Night Football, looks like the Texans is going to run away with it. The defense is going to dominate the Titans. But
it looks like, yeah.
Exactly. And then we're going to watch the game, and somehow the Titans are going to win by like a point.
I know. If there is any upsides, that Deion Lewis is a check down for Blaine Garrett, who might be feeling the heat from J.J. Watt and Jadeveon Clowney. And who else they have there? They have another one. Anyway, Houston's got a good defense. So, that might be some upside for your Deion Lewis owners, is that Blaine Garrett's going to look for the first person he sees, and it's probably going to be Deion Lewis.
Okay. And then we talked about Lamar Jackson a little bit on the last episode. He goes against
Love him.
If he plays, because we don't know what's going on with Flacco yet.
He has to play. They won.
You know how this stuff goes. If he plays against Oakland, whose defense has been pretty bad.
Oh, terrible.
Pretty bad.
Awful.
Do you go with
Yep. Oh.
Do you wait for Lamar Jackson? Or do you start a borderline Dak Prescott or even a Matthew Stafford against the Bears?
No.
No to Matthew Stafford?
No to both.
Okay.
But I'm a flair guy, I like my Lamar Jackson. I like.
Okay, so let's see how flary you are.
Okay.
Matt Ryan.
Okay.
Or Lamar Jackson this week.
Matt Ryan. Yeah, he did pretty good at Boston College. So pulling at the heartstrings now.
This one's a little harder. Right? I mean, this one's a little because Matt Ryan has on paper looks like a good matchup. Except we saw what they did to Carson Wentz last week.
It's not like Lamar Jackson had a great week. He only got you like 16 points.
Yeah, but he got legs.
Yeah, I know. He does. And Oakland's defense is terrible, so what a great defense to start throwing the ball against. But I will take Matt Ryan. I guess I'm not that flary because they're going to be down. And they're going to be throwing.
Okay. And you kind of brought up in the beginning of the show, Ryan Tannehill's back for the Dolphins. You said it doesn't mean anything to you. Colts defense not looked really great lately.
They did okay last week. Well, Mariota went down.
They did okay. There's no pass catchers in Miami. Kenyon Drake's hurt. Do you think there's any way he makes... Is Kenny Stills healthy still? Can't even remember.
Who?
Kenny Stills. He's still healthy?
Yeah.
He's the only healthy wide receiver I think they got?
I think so.
Yeah. I think they're getting Mark Wahlberg from Invincible off the field.
Vince Papale?
Vince Papale.
There we go. What is your question here, though? Are you saying...
Do you want to go with the Kenny Stills at all this week?
No.
Okay.
God, no.
I know. It would be so much better if there was a better team going against Colts and I could use something like that.
Yeah, or a better quarterback.
That's what I'm saying, like a better situation to talk about.
I thought you were saying they're about to ask Ryan Tannehill or Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, not Miller.
No.
I mean, they both run the ball just as much. So,
did we talk about this on the show or was it before the show talking about, are you worried about Todd Gurley's ankle? I think you asked me
it.
If it was a lie or not, but are you as a Todd Gurley owner, are you worried with the lead they have in their division? They only have a game up on the Saints, which helps out with them having to win games. But are you worried about usage? We saw a lot of Malcolm Brown last night.
No, because this dude is so explosive that even if he is limited, I think he's still going to put up points for you. You know, he'll be in the goal line. He'll be catching balls out of the backfield. Now, can you expect 30-point games from him? Probably not, if he's limited and if he is hurt and if they're saving him for the playoffs, which, as a fantasy owner, I say don't, but, I mean, real football.
Yeah, real football.
You got to save your horse.
Exactly, because he got in the playoffs last year and he was gassed.
Yeah,
because they rode him into the ground. It kind of does make me a little worried. I mean, he is still the number one running back.
Yeah.
It's him, and then it's the next tier when it comes to fantasy running backs.
And if you took him, you probably took him number one.
Because we just talked about a 13-point game being like a goose egg almost.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy, actually.
When you like think about it, you're like 13 points, and I'm like, why do you do this to me?
Why is this your worst game all season?
Yeah.
But Lamar Miller gets you 13 points. You're like,
You're
all
like,
right.
woo, won the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, man. Overperformed. Hopefully you have other horses there you can rely on for your fantasy football team.
I definitely think you need to go get Malcolm Brown if you're Todd Gurley owner. Now, especially more than ever. With the injury concern, with the chance that if the Falcons beat the Saints this week, then the Rams got that game lead on them.
Yeah, what is this, week 12? So we got 4 more weeks after this bye week?
Yeah.
Huh.
And actually, I'm sorry, the Saints are actually leading the NFC right now. They do only have one loss as well, so.
You think the Falcons are going to beat them?
No, I don't. But, I mean, if they do, like, we just talked about Tennessee upsetting Houston. And you'll tell me right now that Atlanta's probably got a better offense than Tennessee.
Oh, yes, Atlanta has better offense. Who'd the Saints lose to? It's the first week of the season.
Wasn't it Tampa Bay?
Oh, my God, it was.
Fitzmagic.
It was. So it was like, it was going to be a blowout.
Speaking of Fitzmagic, that's the news I keep forgetting.
Okay.
Jameis Winston was named the starter.
Yeah.
We came out and said it.
We said it.
Did we say that?
We said it before they said it.
Oh, we said that it'll come out and say it. But it has officially been named. Jameis Winston's going to be the starter. Are you going out and getting Jameis Winston for this week against the 49ers at home?
Yeah, I like it.
Better than Stafford and Dak?
Yes.
Better than Lamar Jackson?
No. I like James. Oh.
Ooh, actually.
No. Yes. Jameis Winston is better than Lamar Jackson. That's what I meant.
Okay.
Yeah. He's got the arm. We don't know if Lamar Jackson can actually throw the ball well yet in the NFL.
Yeah, I think this is really about it for Thursday night. I mean, there are 3 games. It will be on Turkey Day. We'll try
Happy
not to get...
Thanksgiving.
What's that thing you get when you eat too much turkey?
Food coma?
Yeah, well, there's a official name for it. We ain't no doctors.
Oh.
Trichnosis or something like that.
Oh. There's nothing in turkey that makes you sleepy, by the way. That's just a myth.
I sleep. It's called the meat sweats.
Well, that's something different. Probably shouldn't be getting the meat sweats when you're around family on Thanksgiving.
You never ate so much food and like meat that your body just starts sweating because it's trying to digest it. Working.
Yeah, sure I have. At a Brazilian steakhouse.
Oh, turkey. It's a 20-pound turkey set in front of you.
There's vegetables on the table, is there not? Throw some green in there.
Yeah,
while you're
to feed the turkey. Ron Swans would be so proud right now.
Yeah, he would. Yep.
All right. You ready to close this thing out?
I believe so.
We'll see you all on Black Friday, or you'll hear us all on Black Friday. We'll be on Thursday night.
Are we recording Thursday?
That's the plan.
Okay. Thanks again, everyone, for tuning in to another edition of the Empty Wagon Fantasy Football Podcast. As always, thanks for listening here. Pat and Brad in studio recording. Follow us on Twitter at EmptyWagonFF. Check out Brad getting pied in the face. Check out Josh getting pied in the face.
Oh, he did. It was glorious.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Join us next time.